everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green today. And please remember that discipline is the key to your success in trading. Your true trading journey has not started if you have not started to apply discipline yet. So I think it was an amazing day in the market, despite the contrarian rally that we're not receiving, that everybody's kind of expecting, and we always focus on playing the action, the signals on the charts. A lot of the signals on the charts, give us down signals. Said the markets were going to move lower, said stocks were going to move lower, and that's exactly what we've been seeing. So let's take a look at these charts. So we have the oscillators for the Nasdaq and negative 191. So remember, 200's 200 starting to get pretty hot, and we're getting close. You got the New York Stock Exchange at a negative 147. We still have plenty of room to move in either direction. The SPX weekly chart, you can see we're moving lower here. Breath down. The US dollar still testing the 9. You can see starting to see a change. The candles are not getting lower. Starting to try to close, all your candles are trying to close higher. Just a small sign we may be trying to see a change there. The VIX, nothing to see here. An updated day there. Green candle, just really nothing to see there. You can see on the intraday charts, we were putting in a higher lows here in an uptrend, where we're going to see in a lot of charts that we're going to look at. We're going to see that we were in a clear downtrend. The VIX was putting in a clear uptrend. Uh, crude did come down, touch this 9 a day, and push back up. I would keep an eye on the energy names if we can get another push on crude. This is the SPY. This is a chart that we've seen it before. We've had it on videos before. This is the fib level chart. These black lines, that's from the high of the year down to the low of the year. Just something I've been watching. We trade off different levels in the Discord, and that's what I trade by. But these are just things that I keep an eye on. So recent high down to the recent low, and you can see we lost a 38%. Today we closed below that. So just point that out. We could be moving lower. And just to point that out for the ones who do use fibs, definitely am not against them. I have a mixture of fibs and support resistance levels that we use, and just a little different. But I just to be clear, I'm not against them, and definitely recommend using them. I recommend using something. And if you prefer to use fibs, we can definitely help you out, to make sure you get them on your chart and use them properly. You can see Apple here, bear flag breaking down, big bearish candle today. You can see Apple here on the 15-minute intraday chart. You can see clear downtrend there. It was in a clear downtrend, a good trending day. Money was pretty easy today, in my opinion. Gold, just a nice trading in this nice little channel. Price action is getting tighter. We may be seeing a move coming up on gold soon. I don't know which direction, but it just looks like prices getting tight there. Advanced decline lines mentioned this morning in the Discord that we had broke back above the 9 and we turned back down. So we had the perfect move on the SPY today. We moved right up to one of our levels. At market open, was able to get a little call action right up to that level of some scalps, and then just got tore right down, right to our level to the penny. Uh, Abby, I would keep an eye on this chart. You can see, you got higher highs coming up, then all of a sudden, possible lower high. It looks like a bear flag if you draw it out, and that's all a bear flag is the break of the highs, starting for a new trend, putting in lower highs. That's all a bear flag is. It just pushes up from a new low at the time and pushes up to put in a lower high. That's all a bear flag is, unless it breaks up. If it breaks down, it just forms the basically the lower high being put in for the next leg down. That's all a bear flag is. There's no need to think about it as any more or be any more technical than that about it. AMD, pretty flat there. Trading's really simple. We make it so hard. AMD weekly candle moving down. You can see a firm down here just kind of flattening out. Possibly watch that for a move back up to that 9. You can see how tight the price action is here today. But we were clearly in an uptrend. It wasn't a fast moving uptrend. We grinded up all day long here, and that could have made you money traded properly. I see several different trades there. Coming into the 200 was able resistance there was able to take it out at the end of the day. Amazon, this also, we started to see a change right here where the market was putting in lower lows. We put in a higher low here. So if the market didn't close, maybe Amazon may have pushed up to try to put in a higher high starting that new trend. You can see Amazon here on the daily chart, pretty ugly candle there. AMC, this is just having some dilution issues. You can see, but this is a perfect setup. So we go over all this information on the 1 minute charts. And I'm always trying to explain to you guys how we can implement that information on higher time frames. This is the exact setup we would have been looking. If we were looking at an intraday 1 minute chart, we would have bought puts down here. So we had this big up candle inside bar, gap down, this candle closed here. Naturally, today's going to pull back. Seeing follow through off the first red candle. So seeing follow through off this candle, look at the wick on that candle. That's exactly how we look for the same moves. Everything that we would expect on a 1 minute chart for a move, you're seeing right there on just on a daily time, the daily time frame. You can see AMC here, grind lower today. AMD, once again, we put in higher lows here. So it looks like something the trend was trying to change up there. You can see Amazon here, down candle. Art, yeah, just ugly. Not surprised there. Doesn't even look like it wants to push up. So, Bob, I'm trying to change my point of view because we did have this inverted head and shoulders down here, all the COVID issues going on, and it seems like they're lightening up regulations, but their hospitals are just flooded. So, it's hard to have a bullish mindset on these stocks when they have all these COVID issues. And it's going to possibly, give us supply chain issues. But we did come back down for a retest of the neckline, trying to push up off from it. So we can keep an eye on this. I'm still having a hard time believing that these Chinese stocks are going to make this big move up like a lot of people were expecting. So Bitcoin weekly, it's just a bearish, ugly chart. Daily, nothing to see there. Boeing, pretty tight action there today as well. Cat, given that move back up, watch it off the 9. You can always get a move off the 9. Chewy, we talked about this. If we opened up and remained below this 50, we would expect to move down. We even got a move below the 200. Opened up below that 200 today. Nice move down there. Chewy's got a nice range on it to be a small stock. XLP, big bearish engulfing candle there, closing back below your 9 and 20. I would expect to see follow through there. Remember how the follow through candles act. Expect the same thing. Crowd, nice move down. CVX, nice push up. Pull back today, testing trying to hold this 50 while the 9 catches up. Just depends on what crude's getting ready to do. Is crude getting ready to take the next leg up? DVN needs to, we'll look at the 50 on the weekly chart there. DraftKings, we talked about a break below this line, look for a move down. A decent candle here today. We may try to go for a little push there. So DVN, we're sitting right on top of this 50-day. We need to clear this 50-day to go short. The 9 is coming down, rolling over. See how we close this week on this weekly chart too. Bulls maybe would come in, take their candle back. EA, we broke out of this double top here for a big move down. Bear flagged right into the 9, broke lower. Same setup we would expect to see on the 1 minute chart. Lily, another one, possibly changing character. You got a high, a higher high, lower high. So let's see how we act here. XLE, broke out this bottom ascending triangle, has moved back into it today. You can see ExxonMobil, we got a pop on these energy names in after hours. I'm not sure. Didn't check the news feeds. Traded, had a nice move up when it finally decided to move. Not a long lasting move, but you could have made money there. And then just after that, it wasn't a whole lot. That move down could have made money as well. First Solar here, First Solar breaking lower. I would watch. I'd like to be below where you got this broadening channel, broadening wedge here, broadening descending wedge, even though that kind of messed it up. But I would watch this area right here where this little flag come over for a support level. I would like to be below that. MACD's rolling over. It's another one. I wouldn't want to be the first one in to trade that. It's got a ton of relative strength. But if it's going to move down, it's going to take a real move down. So there will be opportunities to trade it. Google here, down candle today and sidebar yesterday, coming off Friday's big green candle. Home Depot, this is the 1 hour chart. You're getting a rounded top there. You can see Home Depot here is trading in a bear flag, but on the weekly chart, we're right into the 9, so it gives us a bull flag there. Got to get above or below one of those levels before I'm willing to trade that. Hughes, big move down here today. We're really not surprised because the Nasdaq's been weaker. You can see the Qs here, clear lower lows, clear downtrend. There was a few other signals and some patterns and stuff today too that aided us in basically trading it, being able to make money on them. Hughes coming down here, breaking below weekly support. We're looking for new lows there, so we're not surprised about that. TLT rolling over as well. IWM moving towards the lows, below this 200, moving lower. IWM daily chart, nice bear flag break, big bearish candle there. I would expect to see some follow through off these candles. They're strong candles to the downside. You can see clear lower lows, nice move down. That paid the bills today. I didn't trade that. There may have been some Discord members that traded it, but it definitely looks like it paid the bills. Mara, just crazy downtrend there. McDonald's, big strong candle breaking below the previous candles. I'm looking for a move there down as well. See how we open tomorrow. If any news may come in tonight, could have affect the market at open as well. Merck, another one trying to break down here. We're still above that 9. I'm not bearish, above that 9, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Meta still trading pretty flat. Not a lot to see there. You can see Meta here. Meta was in a downtrend. See how that 15-minute 200 was resistance there. MU had a nice push up today. We'll look at the intraday chart. Had a nice push up. You can see the wick off that 9. Microsoft moving lower. Microsoft intraday clear downtrend today. You can see the uh, this is Microsoft's weekly chart, and you can see clear downtrend. Lower highs rolling over. You'd expect to put in lower lows. So Moderna, we talked about this in the video. We had this flag break. We didn't expect much of a move because we didn't have a very big flagpole. So we did get the flag break. Got basically a sell signal. The next 2 days, you got a evening star up here. This candle closed below that candle. Basically, open up below this 9. We would expect to move down. That's what we talked about. We opened up below that 9, give a huge move down. And today we even got some follow through off that candle. It's exactly what we would expect. Look how this candle performed today. You see the wick to the upside. This is exactly what we would expect. We talk about this every day on the intraday charts. So that's exactly what we would expect. Candle opens up, pushes up, snaps back. And that's on a daily chart. That's exact setups that we talk about every day and how to trade them. So Moderna here, you can see the clear downtrend, especially that big move down on Thursday. MU, big move up, whip down today. Nice move there to the downside. The Nasdaq, big ugly bearish candle there today. Netflix, we talked about Netflix was getting ready to roll over. Looked like it wanted to roll over, and how we were bearish below that 50. We moved below that 50 yesterday and been below it ever since. Nvidia, I'm not crazy about that green candle today. Still outside the Bollinger Bands. That candle's not really giving us any kind of clear signal there. It did gap down and then push back up. So we're just not getting a clear signal off that. The weekly chart looks bearish. I still think, 200 next stop. I think we're moving lower than that. Oxy, big strong down candle here. Palantir, We can keep an eye on this one. We may try to move up back up to that 9. It's hard to say low on volume like we are. Peloton, uh, I don't know what else to say. I mean, move down. We were expecting to move down to test the support. We got that and broke below it. You can see plug here broke out of the descending channel it was trading in as well. Nice breakout there. Now Procter and Gamble got to move up yesterday. Unable to hold it today. We pulled back, still above the 9. That's one to still keep an eye on. Roblex flattening out, waiting on a 9. Last two candles there, last 2 days been pretty tight. Keep an eye on that one for a move coming. A big move. We don't know which direction. So here we have the SPX daily. You can see basically the same thing. You draw your fib level out. We broke below that level today. We looked at the same fib levels on the SPY. So we would expect to move lower naturally. Um, Schlumberger here, SLB, coming back to test a 9. Energy not holding them breakouts. The diamond, huge down candle today. We need to be below the support level at this point. We are below the 50-day now, comfortably. The SPY weekly, just a big down candle that it just looks bearish, so bearish. Putting in a lower high, you expect to put in a lower low. So this is the monthly chart. Just want to point this candle out again. We have a few days left into it. That is one ugly bearish engulfing candle. Very ugly bearish engulfing candle there. We still got a few days. I would definitely expect follow through off that one. SPY here, big down candle there as well. That bottom gap's filled now. SPY clear downtrend there on intraday. This is our trend chart. All three long-term, medium-term, short-term trends are bearish, breaking lower. Square trending down. XLK, big bearish candle there today. It's kind of what we were expecting, though. I mean, all the charts were ugly. Tesla giving follow through. Big strong down candle there last week and giving follow through. I mean, that's just ugly. Uh, am interested in today's candle on volume as well. We may try to see some kind of move up here. This candle gapped up. We did push up today. We couldn't hold it all, but we do got a green candle here. Gives us a little something to work on. See where we open tomorrow. Treat it just like, look at this daily chart just like you were looking at a 1 minute chart, and we were trading in a Discord right now. And I was talking through the price action. What would I be expecting here? All right, TLT, big move down. Very big move down there. So we got Tesla intraday. You can see Tesla is trading in this little ascending triangle. Basically, got a resistance level, and we're getting higher lows pushing up in that same resistance level. That's all ascending triangle is. Uber, decent candle here today. We may go for a move up on a 9 there as well. Just a move back up for a flag. You can see UNG coming down here, put in like a triple bottom on the 15 and then push back up out of that at the end of the day. Big gap down there. The chart's getting really ugly and really gappy. X, big down candle, strong candle, close strong. MACD's rolling over. Nice bear flag on the material sector in general. Wells Fargo, this is a ugly candle into this 9 today. Maybe getting ready to pull back. Walmart, ugly. We said as long as we were below this 50, look for a move down. Huge down candle today. When we were bearish on this, then it got this big up candle. Now right back down. We've said below this level, we'd be looking for a bearish move. We pushed below that level today with a bearish MACD. XLF still kind of trading in this bear flag. I could change these lines up and still get those candles in the bear flag. ExxonMobil down candle today after pushing up out of this little bottom ascending triangle. Did pull back below the 50, so that candle closed below that 50 today. And our put to call chart has not updated yet. I hope you can find this helpful. Everybody have a great night. Get some rest. I'll see you in the trading room tomorrow.